It's Schrodinger's management.
Ladies, gentlemen, other beings, welcome back to No Prep Numenera, the game where I, a dungeon master who does not prep, has not prepped at all. This game is completely improvised. We make it up entirely on the fly. You can see from my notes, which are 100% blank, and the nothing I have in my sleeves. That is all that I've brought to this game. I'm very excited to find out what happens. The game is Numenera. It's 1 billion years on the future on Earth. The players are citizen adventurers of a walking city called Ztolus, depicted crudely on the stream overlay. They recently returned from an adventure in the Maw, some sort of ancient facility that apparently takes the energy from a dying star and encases it in glucose, creating a completely wild ecosystem that the party traversed to adventure in the Maw. Having barely survived, they escape and return to the city of Ztolus. I wanted to draw a map because there's going to be 9 different locales that we visit throughout this campaign on Ztolus before it makes a full circuit, but I'm not allowed to prep, but I kind of found a way around it. I'm going to have everyone go around and describe their characters, and while you are doing that, I'm going to draw a map real quick. Okay. Serenia, go.
Oh, shoot.
Better do it quick.
Or I can just take my time, give him more time to draw a map.
Yeah, when is that fun? I want to see you make some decisions on the fly.
Okay, Serenia, imagine a crazy witch doctor lady only with cybernetics and techno-colored hair. Go.
Okay.
Why are you guys going fast on purpose?
I'm Silverdane. I am a graceful glaive. I am Silverdane. I am a graceful glaive who explores dark places. Think older sort of guy. Used to be a burly, strong, strapping adventurer, but has definitely let himself go in recent years. Got sort of a gut, but recently I've gotten back into adventuring and am taking better care of myself. And I look better and feel better. I've got new friends, too.
You started like a vitamin cleanse?
Oh, we're on the upswing of the...
yes, we're definitely...
of the narrative? That's
I've
good.
got my... yeah.
But, that's what happens when you befriend literally 2 people who are Jesuses.
Yeah. No, I'm
You never
doing
see like
okay
an
again.
apostle having a bad time.
Yeah. I'm definitely coming back.
Good. Good for you.
Thanks.
I'm glad. I am 4th of the 5th. I am Techno Jesus. I am a heroic Arcus who augments flesh with graphs. I am the John Everyman. I am the literal savior figure for the city.
Yeah, your incredible reputation would almost certainly be punctured if any citizen of Ztolus saw how your conduct is in a combat situation in a dungeon, but thankfully that has not occurred.
Thankfully,
Perhaps
we have
can arrange
laws
this.
and rules and civilization.
All right, so the map that I have drawn, these are the locales of Ztolus. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, make sure we get a good image of this. Essentially, there are 3 areas they've already been through: the Field of Cogs, the Wandering Mountains, and the Sucrine Swamps. And once we've done a full rotation, we'll probably call it a campaign, maybe revisit a little bit just to see what's going on. But I have a lot of other stuff that I'm really excited to work on, too. Oh, speaking of which, that reminds me. Anyone who's watching the stream currently, you should know that we are planning on doing a speed run of Curse of Strahd with level 20 characters next week. Should be very exciting.
Be pretty hilarious, too. Also, I think, has any of us played a Curse of Strahd?
No.
No.
Yeah, so that'll be
Yeah.
also exciting. We also don't know how to solve it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been like 5 years since I played D&D at all anyway. So
Yeah. Jump back in with a level 20 character.
Yeah, it's
It'll
gonna
be fine.
It's gonna be interesting.
Jump back
gonna
in
be
with a
great.
level 20 character in a system you haven't played with no idea of how to do it right.
Yeah.
Got it.
But it's
Yeah.
okay because D&D is very intuitive and easy to play. So.
I should have played a wizard.
Oh yeah, right. that's a laugh.
Okay, so the sort of folding insectile origami vehicle that you use to return to the city of Ztolus sort of deflates and disintegrates in a, what's the word I'm looking for, biodegradable, environmentally safe way, and you find yourself back on Ztolus,
That's thoughtful.
waiting for an explosion that does not come, as you did pilot a large drilling automaton into what you suspect is extremely reactive material.
I mean, we're going to walk away eventually.
4th of the 5th, is there any way that we can speed up this wagon, get us away from here, just in case it's a
Not this
delayed
time, homie.
reaction? No?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to take a nap.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
I also, hence why we aren't moving faster, am going to take a nap.
Okay.
May have been coasting on 1 intellect for quite a number of sessions.
I think I'm actually
including
just
that
gonna.
entire combat.
I'm just gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take a 10-hour.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
10 hours.
Same. Same.
That's D6, right?
D6 plus tier.
For me now is 2.
Can I take a 11-hour, 10 minutes and 30-second nap?
Yeah, once you take your 10-hour, it resets all of your other rests, so you guys can go ahead and take every remaining rest you have left.
Okay, excellent.
All right.
Okay, so I have 17 points to redistribute.
How do you do it? You roll a d6
Yep.
for 4 times, basically?
Yeah,
Yep.
D6
Okay.
plus your tier for each rest,
Okay.
and there are 4 of them.
Got it.
All right.
Yeah. No, I'm back to full.
Must be nice.
I don't have to spend a lot of
Hey, I'm back to
points.
full in intellect, though, which means I'm dangerous now.
Oh, yeah. You're going to persuade some people that you're a false prophet?
I don't have to. They do it for me.
Hell yeah.
All right.
All right.
I'm ready.
Some time passes in Ztolus as you guys take your long rest. I think for the purposes of this campaign, I want the long rest to be a little bit more than a day.
Okay.
It's like basically a montage amount of time.
Sleeps the entire time.
So I think in the
Sure.
time it takes you guys to recover a little bit, the walking city, the 7-legged, gigantic, 10th of a mile across automaton that has a makeshift city on its back, leaves the Sucrine swamp and arrives in a new place.
Excellent.
Which I will have us generate. I'm going to reverse the order this time. Cassie, I want you to come up with the general terrain features of this area by rolling these story dice, please.
Where's the story dice bag?
He's got it.
All right, we got some glasses, a submarine, and a man walking.
I need to inspect these just a little bit closer. Okay.
All right. I'll take my lead off of you, by the way. So no pressure.
This is the terrain?
Yes.
Okay.
You will be coming up with the Numenera strange weirdness of this place, and you'll be coming up with the local civilization.
Cool.
Okay. So, anybody familiar with the idea of salt flats?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Oddly,
how
yes.
you look at them the right way and it just looks like water?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. There is in some spots like this very thin, shimmering water. But there is on occasion random molehills of, if you will, of broken down ancient Numenera.
Okay.
Hmm.
So a vast salt flat plain
Yep.
Okay.
Where things have crashed and burned.
Hmm.
and some craters.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. All right. My turn.
So I'm going to put flats on here, and it will probably have some adjectives. Ooh.
Okay. I've got what looks to be a crown and some sort of path leading to a tower. Give me a sec. I think that this plane is broken up by the occasional, like, really sharp, really steep mountain range. And in these mountain ranges, kind of like regular, sort of like the Great Wall of China, there's these towers of Numenera. They're these sort of dark towers with kind of large discs
Okay.
on their surface, and whenever anything moves near them, they shoot out a beam of light that
Oh,
kind of
no.
flattens it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
It's like the
just
never-ending story?
Yeah, mashes it into paste, basically.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, well, let's find out who lives in this terrible place.
The Tower
Yeah.
Flats. Also, no one is a
place does
is the
suck.
answer.
All right, the civilization that lives there is like it's a small ragtag group of like survivalists who are like oath sworn to protect people from the flattening lasers,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
and they do it by like trying to like understand them via science.
Okay. All right. So they're probably fairly advanced when it comes to Numenera then, or are they more like the machine cult in that they have a very specialized and specific understanding of these things that may or may not be based on observation and not so much on science?
No, I think this time they're actually like they know what they're doing.
Okay.
They're technomads.
I love
sure.
it. Technomads. Just for spice, I'm going to roll to see what Ztolus' previous relationship with the Technomads was.
Terrible. I hope.
This plane does suck. I love it.
Hot food.
Yeah, I think the Technomads, there's like a mutual symbiotic relationship where without their assistance, the towers will fire on Ztolus, but they also need things like food and blankets and water. Like, there's nothing out here. Like you said, salt flat. Like, it's just rough. Okay. So I think Ztolus in that case is abuzz with preparations for a meeting with the Technomads, which happens outside the ring of these terrifying discs.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Does the Ztolus like have a pit stop here, or do the Technomads kind of can get aboard somehow?
I think there is a pit stop, yes.
Okay. Got it.
But just for funsies, I'm going to say that the pit stop is inside the ring, and the actual transfer of goods has to happen on the fly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anybody remember how we get through the ring? It's been a long time since we were here.
It's been 10 years.
Yeah.
No. The
All right.
there is a ring
I
of
imagine
towers.
the Technomads jealously guard how one does that, or it's so arcane that it's not easily transferred information.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to them to stop the lasers from squishing us. It's not up to us to stop the lasers from squishing us.
Woo.
You trying to cut out the Technomads?
I might be.
They're nice people.
Listen,
Sven.
I just want to
and-
be able to be like, oh yeah, I see how they do this.
I can't believe you've done this. Bring that name into the
Yeah,
game.
you know it.
All right. Okay.
Ready for this?
Yeah, unless anyone has any pressing details, we can go directly to the meeting with the Nomads.
I do have a pressing detail.
Okay.
I think that where previous years this stop has been, we have a symbiotic relationship with the Technomads, and this is like a point that generally the Ztolians look forward to because it's a real pit stop with people who know their shit and have good stuff.
It's people who are actually happy to see us for once.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're not trying to eat you.
Yeah. This year, however, Ztolus's political situation is kind of devolving more.
Yeah. So I was actually going to touch on that.
Yeah.
Basically, there's a lot of people who think that we should be like when they come, they usually barter, and then whatever Numenera they're able to sell to us, that's what they use to buy food. There's a strong movement of people within Ztolians, mostly from the clans, who think that we should give them food, just straight up, like water and food, in exchange for passage, and there shouldn't be any commerce to
Sure.
it.
And that
Like,
kind
we need
of
to hammer out a new deal.
that kind of cuts out the Merchants Guild.
Yeah.
Or
But isn't
something,
that deal
so-
strictly worse for us?
It's worse for anyone who owns a business.
Fair. I guess it's not like everybody was seeing profit from the trade. That's
Yeah.
fair. Reasonable.
Yeah. Which is probably good
You know
for
what?
the
Then I go
machine
back to my
cult.
original stance on this, which is I'll allow it.
Okay.
Is that your default
Yeah,
stance?
it's my default stance usually is I'll allow it.
You'll mercifully allow it.
Yeah, much like the opposite of every character I've ever played in a Will game, I'm trying to be an agent of chaos here.
So
Okay.
yeah, let's sort of encapsulate this in a character interaction. I think first of the second has come to you in your meditation chamber, just like fourth of the fifth. You should know that there is some unrest amongst the flock. The people have taken it upon themselves to see that the nomads, as it were, are fed and watered from what they're calling the general stock, which includes the wares of the merchants. The merchants staunchly disagree with this, but they are, of course, in the minority. What should we do?
Um,
I'll allow it.
that is a great question for the second. And I think it's not the church's job to take political stances when the will of the masses is so evidently clear.
He opens his mouth immediately when you say not to take political stances, and then it's just like thinks better of it, and it's just
Yeah,
like,
good. Smart. I also clarified it. I knew
agree.
better, too. You got to preserve that opening.
okay,
Yeah. Okay.
all right. I'm gonna roll up a crazy mercenary who is gonna confront your boy Silverdane.
Okay. Cool.
He's an old man.
Oh yeah, he's for sure old. He's got a cane and everything.
Oh, I thought that was like a cassette tape. I was like, yeah, he's old.
Huh. I don't know how to interpret that other one. I think his eyes are just sunken deep into his skull.
Okay.
He's wearing like really fine clothing that's like tattered, and he sort of like hobbles with his cane. And he comes up to you and he's just like, you're a Silverdane, are you not?
I've been known to go by that name.
Yeah. That's
Who's
what
asking?
Blind Barrel
Oh,
is calling in his favor.
yikes. All right. What does he want?
He wants you and your friends in a private meeting in the access tunnel that is northeast of the fish market. You know the one.
Yes. I've lost many a dice game there. All right.
Won't be any Dyson.
Okay.
Come alone.
Come alone or bring
Bring your friends.
my friends. Come alone, but bring your friends.
Your friends
Yes.
alone. No one
All right.
else.
Understood.
Well, we have a lot of friends. A lot of heavily armed friends.
Yeah.
And then he wanders off.
Okay. I will relate this to you guys. I think the Merchants Guild is. Oh wait, no. Blind Barrel is just.
Blind Barrel is like
the thug.
de facto head of the Merchants Guild.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Then in that case, I think that the Merchants Guild is making their move. But I think we should meet them,
Okay.
and I kind of have to meet him, so I'm gonna meet him.
Fine.
Fine.
I'm going to tell 99 to the 100th about this, though. Make sure he knows.
Okay.
If I don't
Yes.
come back in, like, the next day.
Do you want me to go run and tell somebody else, or?
Yet tomorrow, if I'm not returned, and I've told you to not do this, go tell first or the second.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I just feel uncomfortable. It's weird. Usually I run and tell somebody something, but
Yes, well, you could do. You could tell them anything else you hear or want to tell them about
Yeah.
between now and then.
okay.
But you can take your time on this one.
Yeah, consider
Sorry.
you could walk on this one very slowly.
I don't know. I don't.
He
I don't
kind of
like.
he kind of totters. And
He like walks for a second. He looks uncomfortable, and then he just breaks into a sprint.
Yeah, you know what? That's fine. I'll beat him with a shoe later.
The chancla, the heat-seeking chancla. All right.
man.
What is Serenia doing?
I guess she's going with these two guys.
beat the.
I
guy.
assumed you were going. I didn't want to
Yeah,
go.
She's mostly like in preparation, just getting ready for whatever medical help she can provide to these nomads.
Okay.
Because you never know. Because if they're hurting for food and water, they might be hurting for medicinal needs as well, which she
I
can
bet.
provide.
For sure.
Mm.
All right. So the crew assembles. How are you approaching this encounter?
You know, I'm just showing up. Like, I'm not trying to be stealthy about it or hidden or nothing. He said, just show up. I'm taking him
Okay.
on his word.
Yeah. Yeah. We roll in, and this time I'm at the front. And
Okay.
I get to be the cool guy with political things going on,
Whatever
Alright.
makes him happy.
not just a piece of meat
Sure.
for you to look at.
Hey, this is what you need. I support you.
All right.
Okay.
You are a valuable member of our team.
Oh man.
Stop.
Okay. So you find yourself in a culvert, a underground sort of tunnel that is a part of Ztolus, the walking machine, that has been sort of accommodated over centuries and decades for human occupation. It's kind of like a no one like stays here though. There's a deep subsonic humming that people find unnerving. So this place is considered to be haunted, cursed. People sometimes play dice here, or like have edgy like speakeasies or things like that.
But wouldn't, like, the subsonic humming, like, potentially interfere with the dice?
And it's not that. It's not like things are shaking on the table. Also, subsonic is like you hear it with your cochlea, so it doesn't shake anything really. It's just like have you ever felt like uncomfortable or like
Right now, yes.
okay? I'll explain how it works later. You do not find Blind Barrel. Instead, you find 2d6 imposing thugs with some details that I will come up with.
Okay.
Come on, two. Come on,
Dude,
two.
if it's two, they're just going to be nasty. Like,
I don't care though. I can handle that.
it's,
Oh,
it's
boy.
the conservation of
9.
ninjutsu.
Oh,
So
God.
Yeah,
that's
but you know
9.
what? I'd much rather be beaten on by one nasty dude than 8 other dudes.
All right,
I'm good
so
for one guy.
We haven't fought a group of dudes
we'll
yet.
come up with some random details. All right,
Hope
so
you know kung fu.
I might. I'm like 3 XP away from being tier 3.
okay.
It's gonna happen.
So one of them is wearing like a sweet visor with like a line across it.
Sweet.
Another one is covered in pieces of paper with runes on them that he's like stapled and taped to himself. Another one has like most of them are armed with like pretty reasonable weapons like clubs, spears, swords, that sort of thing. One of them just has a big pair of shears, like a big old pair of
Man,
scissors,
Merchant's Guild.
Are they
is
actually
ratchet.
or are they like gardening shears?
like big old gardening shears.
yeah, okay, that's a little.
And then there's
better.
one dude in the back who's just fucking huge. Like he doesn't even have a weapon. His hands are just, like as big as your head.
I have to ask: are they his shears?
The way he's holding him would imply that they are.
No, I mean the big guys. Like would they be normal size for him?
No, they'd be like scissors for him.
That's how we win.
How do we win?
Watch and see.
Okay.
You just be ready to jump when I say so.
All right. Hey, boys. Playing some dice?
Yeah. No. Listen, Blind Barrel sends his regards. If you want to smoke or have any reasonable last requests, you've been making too much trouble in this town, so you got to go. Sorry.
Can I go?
No.
Are they looking at him? Or...
They're looking at all of you.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's my request to leave.
They
Denied.
said reasonable requests. First of all,
That is
don't
reasonable.
waste it.
We don't get paid if anyone escapes, so.
How much are they paying?
Do I
you?
get paid if you guys escape?
I don't think you get paid either way.
I actually only have one question that I'd like answered before we commence this potential beating.
Uh-huh.
What's with the giant shears? Like, I gotta know.
I told you they would ask about the shears. Well, that's just the only way. It's the best weapon I have.
All right, while they're talking, I'm just gonna put
Okay.
I've had it with this.
Good.
Go ahead and make an attack.
All right, I have nothing to bonuses that, so tell me what the number is.
Okay,
Dude.
so
Tom taking the lead. I
Yeah,
love it.
what it's about.
Yeah, there you go.
I have modeled this group of jabronis as essentially one level 4 creature.
Okay.
And the big dude by himself is also a level 4 dude.
So I
Okay.
need a 12.
So if you want to make meaningful effects, but you did catch him off guard with that RP, so that's an asset
Yeah, that's
in your
good.
favor.
So
Do
I
you
need
have
a
any-
9.
Okay, yeah. You just
Wait,
got-
4th of the 5th. We don't know what the message is.
Nope, not today, son.
All right, so in my mind, it's just the fucking intro to Kung Fu Fighting happens as like, like, person like dodges out of the way. Silverdane, what would you like to do?
Did you just miss?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is what happens when you have no skill at fighting.
But a fight is definitely happening. That's not a. We can't put that
Okay.
bottle. We can't put the genie back in the bottle at this point.
okay. Got it.
Oh man.
Let's pretend like we were gonna not fight them.
Yeah, right.
We have
I
never backed
apologize
down.
for my friend. Yeah.
We have never backed down before.
All right. I am going to. I'm going to say, hey guys, Blind Barrel sends his regards. No.
You tried to pull
I'm with you.
It's like,
the
it's like,
360.
wait a sec. Blind Barrel told us to kill you guys. Wait.
Oh man.
That's allowed. You
That's
can try and make
wild,
that
but
Yeah.
all right, here we go.
I think it's gonna be. Oh man,
Come on, nat 20.
How crazy is Blind Barrel? I think it's level. Okay.
Should have said Blind Barrel hired
Yeah.
us to start trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that a normal person could not pull off this lie, which means it's got to be
Yeah.
level 7.
Yeah.
It's an intelligence-based test. If you have any deception-related skills, they
Nope.
apply.
Nope.
I will say
But I'm
that
going to go for it
I
anyway.
think Blind Barrel is crazy enough to do that, so that is an asset in your favor, which brings it down to a 6, and then you can
Okay.
spend effort if you so desire.
I am going to spend a level of effort because it seems worth it.
Only one.
I don't even know where. Yeah,
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, sure. I do have effort of 3, so
just go ham on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's 3 for the first level and then 2 for each level after that.
yes,
So
and
you're
I have
talking
an
about-
edge of 0. So
You talk about 7 intellect.
7 intellect. Yeah, I'll bring my intellect down to 1 to do this.
So all of Silverdane's cunning and wit
Yeah.
That
invested in one
Just
incredible lie.
Zooms right into the brain, and just like the 2 neurons go like,
Jim
it's just
Neutron
like-
brain blast.
yeah.
Okay.
Wait a sec.
You know, we're all trying something new today.
Yeah.
All right. It's a
Oh,
different
yeah, you'll be the fighter.
Yeah.
I'll be the talker.
difficulty 3. You got to roll a 9.
Yeah. Wait a second. Blind Barl told us to send you his regards. It's a 9. There we go. Excellent. All right.
Wait. What? So, yeah, they all raise their weapons, and you say that, and it sort of like echoes around the room, and then they all like
Yeah.
put their weapons down. Like
And I just
the vibe is, what the hell is going on?
I suddenly feel very lightheaded because I expended all of my mental resources.
You're like sweating bullets. You're like straight poker face and like. All right, Serenia, you've picked up on what is happening here. What would you like to do?
No, I killed a bus driver.
So the thing she kind of wants to do right now, because she's a coward and is tired of fighting,
Yeah.
is
Well, now I feel bad.
well, no, it's she's just not made to be a fighter. She's a healer. She can't fight.
Yeah, welcome to my shoes. Only you don't get your chops busted over it.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Do something about it.
I believe you witnessed it. I went.
She kind of wants to just like do a hedge mage smoke bomb and then toss on her invisible cloak and go away.
Damn.
Respect.
Are you gonna leave us here?
Respect.
I'll go get help.
That's a pro Tom move. I'm glad you see you pay for my Patreon. Useful
Yeah.
RPG tips on how to avoid fights.
We
Okay.
could just get an army to
Well, you can
kill
do that.
Blind Barl.
That's what you're gonna do.
That's what I'm gonna go.
You
do,
could go
and
for
I'm-
help.
and I'm gonna go get help.
Okay, so then what happens? That's your turn, essentially. You do that, and they're like, "Ah, shit! Where'd you go? We don't get paid if they escape."
I know.
then-
Let's go get her.
So they. Is that what we're gonna go with?
Fuck yes, we are. Are you fucking kidding me? Come on, guys.
Cue the Benny Hill music.
Yeah, all right. Go ahead and make me a.
Guys, we don't get paid if she escapes.
See, you made some
her.
friends.
Dude, I need more intellect. Holy shit. This
Incredible.
is awesome.
Yeah, now you know the power of intellect.
Yeah, it turns out you can just say whatever to people. Okay.
Oh, man.
I think this one's significantly easier because you already sort of got them reeled in with the other lie. And they're still like
I was hoping
fucking
you'd say that.
bamboozled. So
Yeah, I'm going to run after her.
okay,
Like, run.
I'm gonna persuade the crowd that I'm gonna stay here in case she doubles back.
Okay.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know, but I'm gonna ride this while we're riding it.
Tell you what, I'm gonna have him roll.
Yes.
And
yeah.
if you're cool with it, we'll fold your action into his because he's
sure.
like.
Turns out I'm actually okay.
Social
at this part.
operator.
Yeah.
Totally.
All right, what's my difficulty here?
So I think it's difficulty 4 to pull off this lie.
Well, it's difficulty 2 already because of my persuasion
'Cause
and
you're just nasty
all
with it.
social interactions. So
Blind Barl hired the dumbest.
I'm gonna spend
Criminals in all of
one
it.
edge.
Except for the giant guy. He's going like, I don't know about
this
this.
doesn't add up, but I can't fight all of them at the same
So
time.
it's a 3 now.
He's like the most cunning one of all, and he's
I
just
succeed.
biding his time.
Okay, so you're like, go after her, and then you're like,
I'm gonna stay here in case she doubles back.
okay, and they all like run down different tunnels.
And then I'm just gonna sit and wait.
All right.
Damn.
I'm assuming she's like hiding in the room with like her invisibility cloak, so I'm just waiting for her to come out.
We will. You are currently chasing with 2 other dudes down a tunnel. Serenia, you hear the footsteps behind you, but you are invisible, and you have a head start. So I think you probably get away.
Yep.
Come
where
out,
you going?
Serenia.
You hear his voice?
Come out to play, yay!
This has been a very confusing day.
Let's see. I could go find Joren. Is that his
Joren,
name?
yeah.
I could go. I could find 99 to the 100th.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do. I'm gonna find 99 to the 100th.
Okay.
He knows how to run.
Yeah.
Guys, get some running lessons.
All right.
Hey, if I don't see you, I'll meet you at home.
Do you say
I
that?
just yelled that. If I don't see you, I'll meet you at home.
No.
Okay. Do you know how to find him? I feel like
He's part of the machine cult now. He's probably around the temple.
I feel like he wanders around the city though.
He is also the town crier.
Not the town crier, just an automaton.
Wait, he's
The
the
ladder within?
automaton?
No, we're talking about the ladder within, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were talking about 99th.
I was too, and then I got really confused.
All right. Go ahead and make me a fairly difficult perception check to see if you can find the ladder within.
I'm not looking for ladder within.
Oh, who are you looking for?
99 to the 100th.
Oh, that little kid.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he is. You're like running one way, and then you find he like barrels around. At this point, you're on the like top of Ztolus and the cobblestone streets.
Mm-hmm.
He barrels around the corner, and he's like running. You don't know where. You don't know what he's doing. He's not on company time right now.
Practicing for the track meet.
99. I need you to listen to my voice.
Oh no! They killed Serenia. She's a ghost.
I am not a ghost. I am projecting my voice to you.
Pay no attention to the man behind the screen.
He's like Tweak from South Park.
Only if no one believes him.
Fourth of the Fifth is in trouble. I need you to amass a small army of people willing to come to his aid and fight some bad guys.
And
Oh,
they're going
I've
to be
got that.
disappointed when they
Where
arrive.
are the bad guys?
So when you say army to come to his aid, he like runs away.
Nice.
Got it. Cool. I'm gonna go find Jarrell.
All right,
Nice.
you go
Whatever
to
his
Joran's house.
Can,
All right, what are you? What,
this is a
what are you
little.
doing?
This is a little too. If you say no, that's totally
Okay,
fine.
go ahead.
But I'm going to go try and find Joran.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
no.
No, I'm down with that.
Okay. Is that okay, Cassie?
It's good.
Okay.
All right.
We'll make it work.
I just want to see how far I can push my luck here.
Okay, so you find yourself at Joran's abode with two thugs.
Okay. Is this before or after she gets here?
Probably after.
Probably, I would
Or,
say
no,
before.
probably before I get there. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Because she
Before you
was
get
looking
there?
for somebody else first, whereas you went straight there. Also,
Okay.
she's invisible, so you may not notice when she shows up.
What's
However,
my end game
let me get
here?
a depletion roll.
Yeah, I know. Hence my usual.
Why are you asking other people?
Yeah.
What's my end game?
Usually my problem.
What am I doing?
You're just trying to lose them, right?
Question you're asking yourself. Also, I'll give you 1 XP each for the getting jumped by goons in a sewer.
I think the answer is to lose them.
So Joran
Right,
is sitting outside of his house, sharpening the tip of a spear with like an iron rod.
I do want to point out, technically they haven't broken any laws yet.
He looks
That's
up
true.
and he's just like, "I've sevens, Saverdane. You fell in with a bad crowd.
Yeah.
We're looking for that. We're looking for that witch.
Yeah. Right.
Blind Barrel paid us to kill her, and also this guy, but he's also getting paid by Blind Barrel. So we're gonna kill the
Yeah.
witch and then figure it out."
Yeah. Well,
Joran he literally just does the like Picard slap.
I'm starting to think Blind Barrel set us up, and I go, wink, wink, wink.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I can't believe you've been bamboozled by a merchant king.
Please. All right. Come on, boys. Let's go get Blind Barrel.
Joran just watches you go. They're like, I don't know. He's paying us. I mean, if we kill him, he can't pay us.
Okay.
And one of them looks at the other with like a look in his eye, and he's like, if we kill him,
Then we'll get all the
we
money.
can take
Yes.
his money.
That's right.
And the other one looks over, is like,
Okay. Joran.
Yeah, there's a lot happening, Brendan. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm just as lost, but I'm
Should
trying to
never
make it
have
work.
let us loose in
All
the
right,
city.
here's what we're gonna do
Yes.
tonight. He brings you a huddle up.
Yeah,
You're like, get
yeah.
away from Joran. Tonight we're gonna kill Blind Barrel and take his money.
Okay. Is this the thugs?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
you and two thugs.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go get the other thugs, and you get your people.
Okay.
All right?
Sounds good.
We're gonna split it 50-50.
Okay.
7, 8,
Yeah.
8 ways.
We'll split it equal.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. All right, break. And then I'm gonna say, hey, what's your name again?
7.
Joran.
I'm Ives. That's 7. This is Joran.
Yeah, Joran. Hey, huddle up.
He comes to the huddle with the criminals, sticks his head in,
All right.
looks around like this.
Blind Barrel just sent a us to go kill Serenia, and that's not cool with you, right? Because murder and shit. So we're going to go kill Blind Barl. Spread the money to the people. And I'm going to wink at the thugs. Man, I'm playing a dangerous game here.
You wink at Joran, he winks back like, okay, we're gonna
Oh.
not kill Blind Barl and also take out these thugs. And then you wink at the thugs, and the thugs are like, we're definitely gonna kill Joran.
We need your help, Joran.
During the job.
And I'll wink at both of them just to make sure I've got my
The
bases
thugs
covered.
look at each other and wink, and you're not sure what that means.
Oh shit!
Look, let me tell you, as a fellow gambler, it's probably time to walk away from the table. I think you played this hand to its end.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
You walk up on Joran's house. Joran, Siverdane, and two thugs are in a four-way huddle, winking at each other. What would you like to do?
I'm sorry, I stole Joran from you, but you
It's
can
okay.
have him back.
I'm gonna let myself into Joran's house.
Okay.
Just huddle up with us.
Go ahead and make
We'll
me
let you in.
a speed roll if you have any stealth-related skills. This is difficulty 1 because you are invisible.
I have no stealth skills. What are you
Okay.
talking about?
Roll a 3 or higher, and everything is fine. Okay. You are now in Joran's abode.
I wait for him to come inside.
Okay. It's very sad in here. It's like
Aw.
it's the Ztolian equivalent of a mattress with no bed frame
Oh no.
and no furniture. Like, it's rough.
Needs a woman's touch, Serenia.
It's mostly weapons.
Oh shit!
Have you changed this?
You find it oddity.
I don't remember it being that obtrusive.
Are you gonna steal his oddity?
So, I feel like if you find a cipher in somebody else's house, that's theft. So, I'll
but-
probably weave it in when he comes back in.
But he's
Unless
not
you
here.
want to steal from him.
I'm just gonna start, putting the trash in what I assume is the trash area.
You start organizing his house.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a fixer-upper. You can't save him.
Dude.
Joran is in the huddle. He's like, okay, I've had enough of this. We're all going to meet at Blind Barl's house tonight and kill him or whatever.
Yeah,
I will
let's
be
do it.
there.
Let's
you
do
best
it.
bel- You bet your ass I'll fucking be there.
All right.
Okay,
Let's
I'm
go
gonna
recruit.
inside.
Let's go recruit some more people, guys. We're gonna run.
All right. Joran opens the door to his house and sees a bunch of trash floating over a waste paper basket. Closes the door, grabs a spear, closes the door behind him.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Hood off. Hey.
What? That's a nice cloak.
Yeah.
Aw,
It is. It's very handy.
I ship them.
So what was that about?
Oh, I think Siverdane's in over his head.
Yeah.
I think he's managed to talk the local criminal element into turning on Blind Barl, which I feel like Blind Barl probably has a plan for that because that's what they do. But if Siverdane's there, could be ugly. So I'm gonna be there.
Okay. So here's what I know. Siverain told us that Blind Barl wanted to talk to us down in this weird tunnel. Inside the tunnel were those thugs, along with a couple of other ones, and they were like, Blind Barl sent us, and then Siverain was just like, but Blind Barl sent us, and I was like, I don't like this. Poof, and then I disappeared, and I went to come get help. So, I think 99th of the 100th got my message to go get some other people to help 4th of the 5th, and then I decided to come seek out your help, because you seem like you have a good head on your shoulders.
Well, arranging for people to be assassinated is not something that we typically frown upon here in Ztolus. It's kind of unfortunate that you've muddied the waters a bit with Siverdane's shenanigans, because that makes the pool of witnesses a little smaller. Plus, it's going to be very confusing when we recount. If we do convene a tribunal to charge Blind Barl, they're going to want to question these thugs, and their story is going to be very confusing.
Yep.
So there's that. But if you do want to accuse Blind Barl of attempting assassination, we don't play that. We can convene the chiefs and hash it out in a
Yep.
tribunal.
I wish to convict him for planning to assassinate a prominent political figure, i.e. 4th of the 5th.
What about me?
Fourth and fifth was never there, though.
You
Don't we matter?
were?
How attached are you to that cloak? Because I have a use for it, and I'm wondering if you let me borrow it, I could give you a little shiny that I have. You can just keep that. That sound like a deal?
He's just going to add it to his hoard, Serenia. He's a hoarder, obviously.
With one addition, we should have a date sometime.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I ship it.
You know, night out in town.
So, this is a stout 5'7", grizzled warrior, lifer of Ztolus, who makes his money as a mercenary and a hunter. He's ice cold. You've seen him fight robots and mutants and all face down mobs. So it is very satisfying when a creeping flush goes from his chest up to his cheeks, and he's like, "All right, fine, okay, here we go.
Hey.
You just name the time and place. I just need that cloak." All right.
It's a whip. Oh.
He very carefully pulls out a can and opens it, and there's a very finely coiled wire in there.
Oh, Jordan.
We'll roll. Okay, it's level 5.
Okay.
You know what they always say?
This wire is much thinner than it looks. Okay, it'll cut through just about anything. You ever use a cheese wire?
I've heard of those, yes.
It's like that, but for anything.
Okay.
All right. You're gonna want to use tools to handle it. It's got a pair of tongs that comes out of the bottom of the can. He shows you. But you can have this. It's kind of a one and done thing. If I could borrow that cloak. And yeah, I'll go out on a date with you. That sounds nice.
Okay. So here's the thing with the cloak. If you touch it, you can see it.
Okay,
If anybody touches it, they can see it.
got it.
So if you don't want to be seen, don't let people touch it.
That's it.
That's it.
Not gonna whistle or anything.
Nope.
Yeah, I used to have like a motorcycle that could fly, but I had to fly it with whistling.
That's just called a musical
terrible.
instrument.
He takes the cloak. You guys complete your business. Meanwhile, in the tunnels of Ztolus,
They always say wire is a girl's best friend.
You were waiting that whole time.
inexplicably running up to you is 99th of the 100.
I'm sitting there I don't know, flicking pebbles across the room.
There is a full-on card game of thugs happening. Are you playing or not?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Dude, right on.
This is a new experience for me.
All right. Go ahead
You're
and
welcome, by the
they
way.
teach you the rules. It's a bluffing game. You can make an intelligence roll if you want. If you have any skills involving insight or deception, they apply.
I do not. But I also don't have the penalty anymore to detecting falsehoods. So
All right. And this is just a straight-up card game, so it's not subject to the gambling rules of the casino. So it's just whether or not you can beat these people at this game. It's difficulty 4.
not today.
Not so much.
Get cleaned out.
If only Silverdane was here.
So if you weren't broke before, you are now.
All right, I'm broke.
All right, 99th of the 100th rounds up. Okay, I found you. The church is on their way.
Cool. Let's go.
What? The church is... Why is the church coming here?
I had nothing to do with you guys. Misunderstanding from an earlier appointment.
All right. So wait, Blind Barl sent you to kill us?
No.
What?
A group of people who were... You know what? We don't have time to explain. Enjoy your card game, gentlemen. 99th, let's go.
Okay, make me a social roll to extricate yourself from this situation.
All right.
Don't you want to lead them against Blind Barl? I guess that was kind of happening in my corner.
What is this, the revolution? We need everybody?
Yes, you're the Messiah. You would be the perfect figurehead for this. That's
Yeah.
your whole thing.
But here's the problem. Figureheads are just people who are in front of the power. I have the power.
All right.
What's my difficulty?
I think it's difficulty 5. They're definitely a little sus.
Yeah. No, you know what? I'll
Don't
choose to
spend it.
fail.
Don't spend it. Yep.
I'll just choose to fail.
All right, so you're like, oh, don't worry about it. We're going to get out of here. And, the big guy stands up and he's like, you ain't going anywhere, little man. Why don't you, me, and that kid, we'll just go to Blind Barrel and see what he has to say. And it's at this point that a bunch of cultists with large industrial equipment used for fixing the gigantic fixtures of Ztolus show up. Sort of file into the room.
Thank God I'm playing a good character.
Just like slap, slap.
Yeah, you know what? I think, gentlemen, we'll just take our leave of you.
All right. Well, hey, I wanted to have the cultists be like, hey, do you guys want to kill Blind Barrel? They're just selling it.
That's our cult. Like, me and my thug buddies are running around trying to collect people. So we could definitely pop back in.
This is the worst revolution of all time.
Okay. So
But I don't want to step on your toes, so I won't force it.
What toes are you stepping on here? I'm just trying to get myself out of this situation.
Okay,
so
in that
you
case, I
extricate
will
yourself
show
from the situation.
Okay.
Right. We've been running for about 55 minutes. I feel like the assassination of a major figurehead of Ztolus has to be its own episode, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
If that's what we're
Probably
gonna
need
try and do.
some time to think about a plan, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we will come back next week
Okay.
for next week we're going to be doing the Curse of Strahd speed run. Week after that, the assassination of Blind Barrel.
Okay.
And yes, apparently they do have
actually,
wire.
cheese
Okay.
also has been around since the beginning of time.
Yeah, not everything can be weird and alien all the time. They have cheese. Like they have animals that produce milk.
They also still have like bathrooms and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want to live in a world without cheese? Or who doesn't want to live in a world without
I actually
cheese?
know somebody who would be. We know somebody who would be okay in a world without cheese. Faith.
She hates cheese.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Unfortunate.
I know.
What about like nacho cheese?
She hates cheese.
What? How is it even possible? All right. Thanks everybody for coming out. We're gonna call it.
Yes. That was good.
Catch you on the flip side.
Thanks so much.
Catch you on the flippy floppy.
It's over.